So hi guys and welcome back to my channel. Another video about the diecast review about the Formula 1 collection cars available right now in the shops. This is a little more interesting than the others because it's a Ferrari. It's a 312T driven by Lauda in 75, and I just keep this one for now like an example because they also made I think a couple of months ago a similar car that was the 312 T2 of 1976 from Niki Lauda, while the biggest difference was the upper side of the cockpit with a different front end and no eye scope. And it's extremely interesting because this is models made in 124 scale, and about this model in 124 scale there was absolutely nothing. I remember just a few years ago arrived the T4. So it was the latest Ferrari of 78, 79 that years, and 78 if I'm not wrong. And this collection will also make soon the T4. T4 was quite expensive because I think it was made by Hero in 24 scale and was quite pricey kit, very nice, not that level of kit, but kind of unicorn in 24 scale because the main scale of this stuff is 120. And I think also in racing there was something from Brazil, I think, or from Portugal, made in racing about the T4. So this model is very particular. It was a little bit tricky to obtain it because probably also the producers know that when it is about Ferrari, they have their collections, professionists working on this stuff that usually take all the production, and it's extremely hard to find them even when it is the new item in the moment, so that you can find in every shop. It's not so easy, so you have to order the stuff a little time before, like I did. I ordered the 4 of them to have in as a collection. And also because if you check online, the price of these items became quite higher in a very short time. So if you have them, is no problem. Then you can decide if to resell or not to resell. But if you don't have and you want to have one, then you have to search around, and at least you will find them at the double price, around 50 euros. That is still a quite good price for the level of car. But I mean, if you can have it for even less for its real price, isn't that better? So I think so. And for all the other collections, there is very little quality detail, so there is no photo etched part. The seat belts are printed over the seat. That is a very nasty detail in my opinion, something that you really ugly to see. And the mysterious decision to make rain tires in my model here, I can see that they are also quite badly fitted over the model. I don't think that the assembler keep an extra attention because it's a Ferrari, so they just build it up like it is, and that's it. But the finishing and the painting and the tampo decals over are extremely well done. This is the strongest point of this model. The chrome parts are really well done, as you can see. Chrome parts. It's not so easy to make them in a model. You can make everything, but it's not so easy to do them at this clean level. And the car is absolutely that, it's absolutely taken. The shape is precise, and I was so surprised to see this period of Ferrari made in scale. I was never expecting to have this, and the proportion match to the Gilles Villeneuve Ferrari 126 C2 that I made from the Prototype kit in 124 scale. So it's similar, so it's the scale is correct. And it's also curious that if you compare these cars to the modern Formula 1 car, the modern one became nearly 1.5 times longer than this car of 1975, and pretty decent model. The details are pretty, and the finishing is okay. It's worth it. I never opened the model from a blister because I like to collect them inside their own showcase, and so they are safe and they don't deserve to be placed inside a proper showcase. I place my models in the showcase, not the toys that I buy around. But it's worth it. I think it's absolutely worth it. So if you are interested of this period Formula 1 cars, and in this scale mostly because the interesting stuff is always the 1/24th scale, I deeply suggest you to collect one and try to search both for this one and for the T2 car that arrived even during the 2022. That's it. Thanks for watching and see you in the next.